Think your favorite car brand is safe? Think again. These 17 vehicles are so problematic, they've triggered lawsuits, endless recalls, and even helped send companies into freefall. From luxury disasters to electric letdowns, what you're about to hear will make you question everything about the auto industry. Customers got burned, mechanics got rich, and reputations got wrecked. This is the brutal truth manufacturers don't want you to know. Let's expose the worst cars on the road. 17. The SUV that looks rich. Until it breaks. The Chevrolet Blazer turns heads with its sleek design, but owning one can feel like financial sabotage. Starting at $44,000, it promises modern tech and style, but delivers engine stalls, glitchy electronics, and horrible crash test ratings. Models from 2020 to 2021 are especially cursed. One engine control module replacement? Around $1,200. And depreciation? Brutal. Owners are watching their SUV lose thousands in value each year. Even worse, repairs rack up fast. If this is where we start, just imagine the nightmare waiting at number 1. 16. The $88,000 luxury SUV that might leave you stranded. The Lincoln Aviator markets itself as elite, but its performance screams overpriced failure. Starting at $53,000 and climbing to $88,000 for the Black Label Edition, it's riddled with electrical issues, malfunctioning airbags, and dismal reliability from 2020 to 2024. Owners report infotainment freezes, engine misfires, and hybrids shutting down while driving. A faulty air suspension fix? $4,500. And with 18 miles per gallon, it guzzles fuel like a truck. If you're paying nearly 6 figures, you'd expect safety and comfort, not a rolling headache. But don't worry, the next SUV manages to disappoint on an entirely different level. 15. The Volvo that looks safe until the dashboard goes dark. The Volvo XC60 boasts luxury, sleek Scandinavian design and legendary safety. But don't be fooled. Priced around $53,000, the 2024 model alone already had 3 major recalls. Owners deal with transmission failures, engine stalls, and malfunctioning driver assist systems. And the infotainment system often crashes mid-drive. Replacing the touchscreen unit alone can cost over $2,000. Fuel economy sits at 22 miles per gallon. Not terrible, but underwhelming for the price. It's stylish, sure, but long-term ownership is a gamble. Next up, a truck that looks futuristic but brakes faster than anything from the past. 14. The electric truck that electrifies your repair bill. The Rivian R1T looks like the future, but for $71,700, or over $110,000 fully loaded, it better be flawless. It's not. In 2024 alone, Rivian issued 4 recalls, including critical failures in airbags and the accelerator pedal. Owners report software glitches, suspension issues, and painfully long repair waits. And with a proprietary charging port and limited infrastructure, road trips are a gamble. One air suspension module? Nearly $3,000. If this truck is the future, it's a future full of frustration. And believe it or not, the next EV might be even worse. 13. The electric car that couldn't compete with a Tesla. The Polestar 2 sounds promising. Sedan practicality, crossover height, and a $49,900 price tag. But dig deeper and you'll find a disaster. The Google-powered infotainment system? Buggy. Battery issues? Recalls. Owners of 2021 and 2022 models faced complete shutdowns of the high-voltage system. And with just 270 miles of range, it falls behind the competition. Need service? Good luck. Limited support means long delays. A battery-related repair? Over $6,000. It tries to be cutting edge but drives like a beta test. And next, an off-roader that literally puts drivers at risk. 12. The off-roader that might catch fire. The Ford Bronco brings nostalgia, off-road muscle, and a base price of $39,600, or nearly $70,000 for the Raptor. But it's plagued with serious problems. Models from 2021 to 2023 have cracked fuel injectors that could cause fires. Transmission failures and noisy V6 engines only add to the chaos. One leaking fuel injector repair? Around $1,700. Interior materials wear quickly, the infotainment system is sluggish, and roof removal is more frustrating than fun. If you think that's bad, wait until you meet the SUV that's barely functional in traffic. 11. The city car that can't even keep it together. The Buick Encore is sold as a smart city SUV starting at $26,000. But that smart fades fast. The underpowered 1.4-liter turbo engine struggles to accelerate on highways. Owners report transmission breakdowns, failed air conditioning, and electrical system meltdowns. A single powertrain repair can cost up to $3,000. And while fuel efficiency is decent, missing safety features and a clunky infotainment system drag it down. Add multiple recalls, including one for the powertrain, and you're looking at long-term headaches. Coming up next, a muscle SUV that's built for speed but fails at almost everything else. 10. The muscle SUV that can't keep up. The Dodge Durango might boast muscle, but it breaks down hard. Starting at $40,000, it's impressive on paper, especially the SRT Hellcat version that tops $105,000. But fuel economy plummets to just 15 miles per gallon. Owners report engine failures, ticking exhaust manifolds, and safety features that lag behind the competition. A single manifold repair? $4,000. Despite roomy cargo space and great towing, it depreciates fast and drives heavy. For all its muscle, the Durango has glass knees, and the next vehicle proves that off-road legends can also be road trip nightmares. 9. The off-road icon that's dangerous on pavement. The Jeep Wrangler starts around $33,000, but it drives like it forgot what asphalt is. Owners complain about wandering steering, unsafe highway handling, and rust issues. Fuel economy hovers around 19 miles per gallon, and its firm suspension makes paved roads feel like obstacle courses. Add recalls for faulty airbags, fuel lines, and structural cracks, and you've got a danger magnet. A suspension repair alone can cost $2,500. It's great off-road. Sure, but daily driving turns into daily stress. Now, let's meet a luxury SUV that lives at your mechanic's more than your driveway. 8. The luxury SUV that lives at the dealership. The Jaguar F-Pace looks elite with its sleek curves, but it's mechanically cursed. Starting at $58,300, it suffers from failing fuel pumps, glitchy electronics, and excessive oil consumption, even in newer models. Brake system recalls are a real safety concern. One fuel pump replacement? Over $2,000. Some owners call it a joy to drive when it actually works. With constant dashboard warnings and multiple visits to the shop, the F-Pace proves that luxury doesn't equal reliability. Coming up, a rugged truck that's stuck in the past, and it shows. 7. The truck that refused to evolve. The Nissan Frontier has been around forever, but that's the problem. Starting at $29,000, older models, especially from 2005 to 2018, are riddled with transmission failures, airbag defects, and fuel system issues. Paint peels, electronics fail, and the ride feels outdated. A full transmission rebuild? Easily $4,500. Even after a 2023 refresh, it still trails competitors in refinement and value. For those craving rugged and simple, and it might work. For everyone else, it's a time machine, and not in a good way. Next, the minivan that was supposed to save families, but didn't. 6. The family van that betrays families. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid sounds like a winner. 82 miles per gallon, space for kids, and a tax credit. But starting at $44,000, it's packed with tech problems. From 2017 to 2023, over 67,000 were recalled for battery issues, malfunctioning electronics, and charging failures. The 2023 model had a wiring defect that could shut off the engine mid-drive. One battery control module? Around $3,800. It's quiet and eco-friendly, but wildly unreliable. Next up is a compact sedan that proves budget cars can become black holes for money. 5. The budget sedan that bleeds your wallet. The Volkswagen Jetta starts at just under $22,000, but prepare for long-term pain. Models from 2019 to 2021 are notorious for transmission breakdowns, stalling engines, and electrical chaos. DSG gearbox failures alone can cost over $5,000. Recalls for defective fuel lines and weak crash test scores only add to the mess. Sure, it gets 30 miles per gallon, but owners complain about cheap interior materials and expensive repairs. It's a wallet drainer in disguise. And the next vehicle? A luxury SUV that eats cash like no other. The status symbol that will ruin you. The Land Rover Range Rover. Sport screams prestige, but it whispers breakdowns. Starting at $85,000 and reaching beyond $120,000 for high trims, it's packed with tech, most of which fails. Electrical issues, suspension failures, and software bugs plague it year after year. One repair visit could easily cost over $5,000, and if you're not using certified mechanics, expect worse. Models from 2006 to 2008 and 2013 are especially bad. Beautiful on the outside, brutal on the bank account. But believe it or not, the final 3 are even worse. 3. The quirky compact that lost 50% value. Fast. The Fiat 500L looked like a fun, Euro-inspired ride at $24,000, but turned into a nightmare. Models from 2014 to 2017 had severe engine stalls, transmission issues, and suspension defects. One engine replacement? Around $4,500. It also faced multiple recalls, including for airbags and fuel leaks. Worst of all, some owners reported losing 50% of their car's value in just 3 years. Fiat killed the model in 2021, and rightfully so. But what's next is a full-size truck that's still on the market and still making lives miserable. 2. The truck that should have been discontinued. The GMC Sierra 1500 looks tough, but it's mechanically fragile. Starting around $38,945 and climbing past $86,000, models from 2014 to 2019 face transmission failures, engine breakdowns, and power steering defects. One engine replacement? Over $6,000. Brake system recalls even risked total failure. Owners also complain about high insurance costs, low fuel efficiency, just 17 miles per gallon, and painful depreciation. Despite strong towing numbers, it's unreliable at its core, and now, get ready for the worst car in America. 1. The cheap car that became a national joke. The Mitsubishi Mirage tempts buyers with a sub-$17,000 price tag, but ends up costing more than it's worth. Its 3-cylinder engine is weak, noisy, and rough. Handling is poor, and crash test scores are scary. Multiple recalls, including one where the airbags fail due to a sensor misreading road vibrations, make it a safety hazard. Brake repairs, AC failures, and transmission issues are common. Long-term ownership costs? Over $5,100. Mitsubishi is discontinuing it in the US after 2024, for good reason. This isn't just the worst value, it's a warning on wheels.